What's up, family? I'm still on this trip. I just finished a run, and as always, over here with a message with you guys, and it starts with this today. You are either somebody that does what they say they are going to do, or you are somebody that slacks, that doesn't show up, that would rather still stay in bed, even though you told yourself you were going to get up. And that is the difference. You have to learn to be relentless. And to be relentless means that you are just go. You're a go-getter. And the place that I got relentless from, and the idea of being relentless, is from an author called Tim Grover. And he wrote a book called Relentless. And if you do not know who Tim Grover is, he worked with MJ, and he also worked with Kobe. Two top athletes of all time. And he got to study and watch them because obviously, in proximity, you get to see that. And that's the importance of proximity. When you are around people that are relentless, you in turn are going to learn to be relentless because you are the product. You are the product of your environment. There's no way around that fact. So either you look at your environment and assess whether they inspire you, or you just blindly keep on being subject to your environment. Your environment is everything. There's nothing that you can do about it. And one thing that is extremely hard, and I understand that for me even, it was one of the hardest parts, is learning to realize or acknowledging the fact that you can't change people. And although you might want to level up with people, your close friends from your childhood, the reality is that it needs to come from within. So you can't change people. The one thing that you can do is you can inspire people to change. And I learned that one in personal relationships, but also while teaching. I taught in Harlem, New York City. That's the rougher side of New York City. If you don't know where that is, look it up. It's a very, very famous area. And again, it's the same thing. You can inspire students to want to be better and change, but a lot of them, the reality is that they got too much going on that they won't even listen to you. So again, you can't change people. What you can do is you can inspire them to change through yourself. So if they see a drastic change in yourself, then they will be motivated to want to change, or they might be. Because at the end of the day, it needs to come from within. So even myself, I only communicate with and I only give time to people that are relentless. Those are the only people that get my time. And that is by design. And sometimes it's rough. Sometimes it's very lonely, because to be relentless, how many Kobe's and how many MJ's are there? There's not that many. But it takes sacrifice. Even Michael Phelps, one of the greatest swimmers of all time from over here in the U.S., he said that he went an X amount of time, it was like a ridiculous amount, where he was in the pool every single day. And that is what you need to try to replicate. You need to look at the greats and be like, what have they done? What do they do? And if you want to be great, you have to emulate them. You have to do. That's what I've done. Obviously myself, I'm on the online space. So what do? I look at the greats. I study them. For example, Alex Hormozi. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He's a savage. He's a beast. So I watch him because he is good. I study them. I study the greats. There's also Russell Brunson. If you haven't read the book Expert Secrets and you want to learn the online game, you have to read Expert Secrets. He's another savage. And again, I study the greats. Because that is how you become great. There's no other way around that fact. Think about where I come from. First generation American, raised by a single mom in New York City. Most people don't make it out. A lot of people are still in the neighborhood they grew up in, and they don't wish to be there, but they're still there because they got stuck. Why? They didn't invest into themselves. And there's nothing wrong with being in the neighborhood that you grew up in if you want to be there. But if you don't want to be there and you're still there, what are we really doing, fam? You got to change something, because what you're doing is not working. So again, you can inspire people to change, but you cannot change them yourselves. So what do? We inspire, baby. And how do we inspire? Giving them energy, helping, and whatever. I just give what I give the information that I feel I needed at some point. That's what it is. Sometimes I needed people to scream at me. So I'm gonna do it right now. Wake up!